Jesus, just like arriving for the beginning of the episode with that beat drop as the first thing you hear is it's certainly an experience. Hello everyone, welcome back to Ender Magnolia. Last time we finished off the Aetheryte Mines, finding a new friend in... Apologies, let me just get them up. Garm. We fought Garm last time. Garm ended up being quite a difficult fight. Mainly because I was utilizing, like, I don't know why I was so fixated on using Yorvan, but I was like, I have to use Yorvan. If I don't use Yorvan here, I'm gonna have an awful time. But no, Flower, you weren't having an awful time. You just needed to stop using this thing that was not helping you at all. Like, it was helping you a little bit build stagger, but if that's to sacrifice you dying instead of making the fight a little bit longer, you shouldn't be doing that. So yeah, I'm not using Yorvan in bosses. He's great. As we found out at the end of last episode, the drill ability he has is wonderful. We also got a new ability for... Yes. For you. And I want to use the axe. Laura... That's her name. Yes. There's a lot of characters in this game, chat. And that's not a good excuse, either. Oh, hi. So yeah, we found a secret area last time, this entire region. And does that mean there's going to be this entirely hidden areas in this game? That's kind of nuts. Other homunculi here. Our fates were decided for us by House Milius. And then the Frost came along, give us a new lease on life. Yes, I heard that the Frost and Milius houses were fighting each other, as the game implied. Oh, what a derelict place. The fumes have spared nothing. I love the red trees. Red tree. FK in the coffee. We can go down or left or right. I'm gonna go down. Probably the wrong way to go, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, we got an axe now. Whoa! Nice try. Get drilled. Get drilled! Yes! I love the drill so much. It is very fun to use. Oh, ow, you bitch. Oh, I forgot how to do anything. Oh! Also, I've got to remember I've got a torpedo move with triangle that I can also utilize. Also, you can come out here now, Owl. Here's the thing. Here's a small bit of feedback. It's not massive, and it's just me being lazy. I feel like the Owl should automatically come out, because I'm constantly having to remind myself to bring it out during combat. And yes, I forget to do that. But like, there should be a way to just make it, like, set a respite for the automatically come out once you go out the respite, because there's nothing you're losing from doing that, or nothing you're gaining either. I can't believe this area is entirely optional. Chief Acuna's journal. Control of a homunculi is said to be similar to the magic of another time. Oh. Lily's law? I was capable of manipulating the soul itself. A priestess of the ancient people who inhabited this land at one time is said to have taken control of souls in this way to grow her power. I might know something about this, maybe? It seems this ancient sorcery can only be inherited through blood. It was desperately sought by the sorcerers of House Frost. Maybe we have that in our blood. Maybe a tuning is the same thing as this. Anthracite mining record. The abundance of magical resources excavated from the lower stratum yielded a bevy of anomalies, including but not limited to those that manifest the powers of heat and cold. Ever since, the land of fumes produced a number of arcane instruments capable of commanding fire. Be warned, however, for these are not to be wielded lightly, particularly by homunculi. Status effect Blaze. If an enemy is hit by the fire-based attack, it may inflict the Blaze status effect, during which HP will continue to deplete for a period of time. Blaze eventually wears off by itself, or can be put out by quickly diving in water or dashing repeatedly. Thanks, tutorial box. I will say I know a bit about how fire works, but there could be a difference in this game. I don't know. I don't hate the tutorial box. I just don't like them showing up. Ah! Oh! you guys! I remember you enemies. You're far easier to deal with the drill now, I will say. Oh, 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 drill. Drill. Why would I ever not use the drill? It's kind of broken against regular enemies. Like, probably not against bosses, admittedly, but against regular enemies, it's really good. Oh, this area's kind of big. Jesus, Jorven. That's diabolical. You can't be getting away with that. I've got an idea. Okay, no, the angle's off. You can ricochet it off the ceiling, though. I just got to angle it properly. I've got to put in actual polygon skills to understand how to do this. Polygon skills. Brought to you by Floor Every. You want to learn about polygons? Come on to the Floor Every shop and I'll tell you all about polygons. You want to be a polygon? Don't let your dreams be memes. I don't know how I feel about the axe. I think it's a little bit too slow for me, but not bad necessarily. Ooh. I might use that. Okay, that's leaving the area. I don't really want to do that. I'm finding more intricate level design like this. This is a cool area so far. I like this. Right, there's going to be a chest mimic down here, or not. Gain 50% XP after felling an enemy. A die imbued with a magic spell that improves the holder's luck. Crafted in the lower stratum, it is among the rarer arcane instruments. Is luck also experience? I guess in some games it is. But I wouldn't really call it experience. Yeah, I will admit, while I like that rocket move, I don't think it's useful in this area because of how tightly closed all the combat has been so far. So, here's something worth talking about, and I'm going to talk about it later today during the news segment for Persona 5. They released small footage for Doom Dark Ages, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm excited, obviously, but there's also this lingering feeling of I don't know if I enjoy everything this game is bringing is suggesting. And that comes from mainly a place of love for the Doom series. I really like 2016, and Eternal's excellent. I do not understand some of the hate that Eternal gets. I think the hate stems from it being too fast, and there's a lot you need to keep track of in that game. But I would also argue that the fast nature of it is what makes it so good. It's everything's so tightly knit together, and the mechanics are so well handled. With Dark Ages, they're going for what they described as ground-based combat. You're not jumping around everywhere, shooting like crazy. You are staying in your spot. You're fighting where you are on the ground. And while that could be fun, again, I don't know because I haven't played the game yet. This is me speculating right now. I will say part of the appeal of Doom is flying all over the place and switching between the weapons on high fire, like just constantly switching between the weapons. And the idea of it becoming a system where you need basically just slow-paced Dark Souls, it might get a little bit boring. I don't really want Doom combat to be slow. It didn't look slow from the trailer, but it did look slower than how Eternal plays. And if that's what we're going for, fine. I don't know what the game is going to be either. Like, this is me sitting here and being like, well, I haven't actually played the Dark Ages, so I wouldn't know. But also, there's other elements as well that have me going, I don't know how I feel about the mech that they introduced in the trailer. Because part of the appeal of Doom has always been that you're just a guy tearing demons apart, and being given a mech kind of feels pointless. Superfluous. Like, in Eternal, you don't really get much in the way of mechs, or like anything that gives you an upper hand against demons. You are using these human weapons. Oh, you're using these human weapons to fight against stuff for the most part. I like that. There's a human element. Okay, well, you can fuck off, why can't you? There's a human element to Doom Eternal that I enjoy a lot, and maybe that's not the way to word it. Maybe the way to word it is, I feel more accomplished. I don't like turret segments in video games because I'm not really accomplishing a whole lot on my own. I'm just accomplishing what the game wants me to accomplish in that moment. Like, you can do a turret section really well, but there's no like standards for, you know, quality in that regard. You're just, how fast can you kill the enemies in the turret section? I mean, I don't know. I haven't, like, fast, I guess? Is that the only criteria we're gonna go with here? For me, anyway. And this is coming from my complete just love for Eternal, I think, as well. That is worth noting. I like Doom fast. I like Doom fast and jumpy. I do find it funny that in the trailer they said that we're going back to a more classic feeling for Doom, when they're like bringing in mechs and like dragons and swords and stuff. That's not the classic feeling Doom. We're bringing back the original vibe. What's the original vibe exactly? Because part of Doom is being fast-paced and running around underground. Now, I also was curious about the level design that I saw in the trailer. They said that they're going for a more open-world, kind of wide map-esque design with it, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. But again, it beggars the question, how much of this is going to be fun throughout the entire game? Because the thing about 2016 Eternal is they're not the longest games in the entire world. How long is Dark Ages going to be? If they're all going to be those big open maps, is the game going to be a lot longer to, you know, compensate for the big maps? Or is it just going to have less maps in it? In 2016 and Eternal, you're constantly going between states of... Okay, well that's fucking fast, isn't it? You're constantly going between states of running around and going between these really small but really well-designed arenas. And we'll see. Again, I cannot sit here and be like, this is going to be terrible, because I haven't played the game yet. I can't be a judge of that until I've actually got it in my hands and playing it. It's coming out in May. That might be a full recording series, just because I really love Doom, and I loved Eternal. Eternal was one of my favorite video games ever. So, we'll see what happens with Doom Dark Ages. Again, I don't think it looks bad. Just to avoid the criticisms I would get from that opinion, I just... Currently, I don't know how I feel. I don't think worried is the right word here. Just cautious about the choices they've made. I like it. I like what they did in 2016 in Eternal. I wasn't a Doom fan before playing 2016. I had played no Doom games before that point. And after playing 2016, I did play Eternal and then the others. Eternal was a game I played at launch, and I had an absolute blast of it. It's a game that I constantly go back to as well. It's just endlessly fun. I like that it's a prequel. I will say, the story is not something I look for in a Doom game, but if they're going to go for a story aspect, why not? It's different. And I think that is the one thing worth saying. At the end of the day, I do not hate the fact they're going for a different approach to this. They are at least trying something different, which is not something you can say for a lot of IPs, where they just do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Pokemon. Is that the same room as that? Yeah, no, it is. You can see it because it's the same square. I think I'm going to go this way. Oh my god. not a whole lot of damage, is it? I love the music. It sounds very similar to the first game's boss theme. I don't know if it's a remix of it, but it sounds very similar to it. Balls. Yeah, I don't want you to do that. I want you to be at the other end of the arena, please. Don't come over here. This is the hardest fight so far. I didn't actually want to go into the fire there, really. Shit. Go away. So being very careful now. Okay. I think I get my HP back for killing bosses as well. So, yay. Soon. Frost. You're a sight for sore eyes. Wait, I'm a frost? Stay on your toes. The fumes. We can't help it. Got nothing else to give. So please, take this. Maybe he thinks I'm a frost. That might be it. I mean, I got like a frosty hair. Components that can be used to unlock and enhance abilities. Nice. No response. Oh, is he actually dead? The first homuncle I've encountered who is actually dead after trying to help them. That's sad. But like I haven't talked too much about this game this episode. I've only talked about Doom. This game is very pretty. I love this red area. I love that it's not just the same ruined city over and over again. Like, we're getting some different terrain and level design here. Yeah, I'm really happy with this combo we have currently going with these weapons. It's really good. But I guess we're done. Oh, well, we can go down there probably now, right? And there's this whole region up here I haven't really explored yet. Well, we're going to take that to get back up there, I think. So I'm going to keep going down. I can't believe this whole region is optional. Well, for a Metroidvania mind, I feel like saying that is kind of counterintuitive. You'd hope that no areas would be optional for any players playing this, considering it is Metroidvania and the whole idea is exploration. Also, my owl went away after that fight. Stop doing that, game. Oh. Oh. There's blue stuff down here. Enhance abilities. What can I enhance? Doesn't tell you what you can enhance. Oh, no, it does. I don't know if I want Glacial Fist, though, game. Really? It doesn't look great. I'm gonna hold off. Was there any dialogue? No. I don't know how I feel about a ground pound move. Also, I forgot I had ground pound. We need to use that because that gives me parts. Ooh. This area reminds me of the final area in the Lilies. Because it's red, but it's also extremely thorough and complex in level design. Like big winding corridors. I don't mind. I like this form of level design a lot. Okay. Yeah, we want to go back up. In theory, it'd be nice to get this whole area done this episode. But it's only been 20 minutes. How dare. Oh my god. That's really good. Oh yeah, no, I am getting final area vibes actually from this, because I remember being really annoyed of this. Yeah, worth noting, I did not enjoy the final area in the lilies. I thought it was far too big and it sucked to get through because of the toxins in the air that you couldn't deal with, and I found out later that I had a missing ability which could have made that area a lot easier to get through. It's always the case in Metroidvanias, and it's something that if I ever made one I would always want to try and avoid, is having an area which has a constant like poison effect in it and not giving the player any indication as to how they're meant to mitigate it when they arrive there. Like, you arrive in this place, cool, it's poisonous, ow, I guess I'm meant to go through here because there's been no signposting that I'm meant to get an item somewhere else. What I feel like is the best course of action with that is having some manner of note when you enter the area, being like, the poison in this area has gone worse than before. At a warehouse there was someone there who had a rebreather or some way to deal with the toxins in the air here. But no. Was that a thing in Any Lilies? So I think maybe it was actually. that does like weirdly remind me. There was some kind of mask you wore in Any Lilies, but I don't know if they told you about it. Oh, an ancient arcane instrument fashioned by House Frost. The eerie blue eye enclosed within is said never to take its gaze of its holder, whether or not the orb reveals, no matter. I love that all the relics have their own designs. I know that's like an obvious thing to say, Flower. Why don't they have their own designs? But no, I like the fact they have actually unique designs that to themselves is something that I think a lot of charms in video games are, you know, underrated for. You know what we should talk about now? We should talk about Silksong. Because it is worth mentioning that people think that Silksong is going to be announced on the 2nd of April during Nintendo 2 Switch Direct. My personal opinion is it might. There's no guarantee. Team Cherry have not said that it's going to be announced then. People think that they're hinting at it because of someone changing their profile pic to Cake, as I have mentioned in a previous news segment. And oh my God! Mamma mia! That area better not be as big as I think it is, because that's crazy. I'm gonna go up here because there's apparently something I missed. Is it up on this? Oh, there it is. Sneaky, very sneaky. Nice. I mean, with Silksong at this point, I've already spoken to death about this. I will play it when it comes out. It will be a full playthrough, obviously. It might be a full stream playthrough, I don't know. It is a game that has a chance of coming out whenever. Team Cherry have been very radio silent about it. It is entirely up to them how they go about dealing with that game. Personally, an update or two would be nice. Like, do something that like Toby Fox does with Deltarune, like giving an occasional update just so that fans know that they're not dead. Because this is something I noticed, I realized as well recently, is that Silksong is not a game that can be cancelled like willy-nilly, like, oh, we didn't want to make the game anymore, we're bored of it. Because there's something that is worth noting about Silksong, and there's a very interesting case in this matter. It is already been promised by the devs to come out during their backing for Hollow Knight. In Hollow Knight's development, they had a Kickstarter, and one of the milestones that they reached was that you'd have a mode where you play as Hornet, one of the characters in Hollow Knight. And, well, they didn't do that. They instead decided, well, instead of having a mode where you play as Hornet, why don't we have a whole game where you play as her? And that's what Silksong became. Thus, if it doesn't come out, they will not be fulfilling all their backing incentives, and unfortunately that would be a bad situation to be in, considering it was promised and it was part of the funding procedure. They kind of have to do it. It's not, you know, a requirement, but it'd be kind of a dick move not to do that. So it's always a scary situation when it comes to indie games via Kickstarters, like all these promises and prerequisites about making something like that. It could be a terrifying situation for an indie dev, and I can understand the pressure that they're under to deliver on that game. Requiring neither food or water, homunculi instead find sustenance and magical energies through the preservation and replication of the soul. It has also become possible to create homunculi with generative abilities, capable of withstanding the blight in the lower stratum. Before long, we shall be able to plumb its lowermost depths. The land of origin is within our reach. Oh. You mean, Ender Lilies is within our reach? Are we going to the first area? Is that what this is? Are we doing a Blasphemous 2? By that I mean, in Blasphemous 2 there was an area in that game that is, literally an area from the original game. That's like at the depths of the area of the game. I love that. Like, it doesn't need to be anything crazy when it comes to like hiding certain little, you know, first game things, but even like in Dark Souls 3 comes to mind, where they had an area in the DLC called like Earthen Peak Ruins, and I lost my mind. Like, I'm not even a Dark Souls 2 fan really. I like certain elements of Dark Souls 2. I'll play if Elden Ring releases, like what I did when Elden Ring was first coming out. But I love fan service, and I wonder if Silksong will have a level of fan service in it. I mean, it makes sense if it would, but considering how overblown that game has become in terms of size, I have no idea what Silksong is going to be like. I assume it has to be Hollow Knight length, considering how long it's been in development for. Maybe even longer. The thing that is worth noting as well about Silksong, and why the development has taken so long, I think I understand why, is playing as Hornet is very different to playing as a Knight. The Knight is very slow. You're kind of meandering about the place for the most part and exploring these very small rooms, but they're pretty big because of how long it takes you to get through them. As Hornet, because the movement, as we saw, is a lot faster paced, you're going to be getting through areas a lot faster, and first they have to counter that by making the game bigger. And first, the game will take longer for an indie dev studio. It's kind of something you've got to deal with, I feel like, in that regard. I can't swim, can I? Oh, no, I can. No, game, don't be like this. No, that's naughty. Don't let me go through an area and then be... Oh, Ender Magnolia. I'm using your full name here. That's saddening. But at least we know we can't go that way now. We need some manner of water ability. Maybe it'll be like Bloodstained, where you get the ability from just some regular fucking enemy. Have I mentioned how big this area is? Because it's very big. Book of the Blighted. Neither the body nor the mind can resist the blight. In time it excels even the soul, not and what consumes the whole. The what exhibits remarkable regenerative properties, granting undying flesh to the blighted. In the process, however, the mind is consumed by the blight's rage until only madness remains. Only the miracle of the priestesses can bring salvation to the blighted. That sounds like first game lore. Grimoire. Ooh. I love that. Cheeky item. I think this area is meant to invoke the first game, considering it's like the red. Kind of reminds me of the Blight a lot. But it's just trees. Ah, okay, height. Okay. Has the owl not been out this entire time? Oh man. I'm always going to forget to bring the owl eye. It's nice to have like a passive ability and ability I can hold the button down for, and also the owl there in the background as well. Ooh. Like having all those in tandem works out quite nicely. Right, as I expected, we have not completed this area because there is that, there is this up here that I don't think we're going to be getting to. Well, I mean, this area has been good for EXP. Like, well, I don't think we're going to be having any problems with taking damage now. Don't be another massive good. Good. I don't want us to be another massive area. Oh, is this going to be a boss? Whip relics. That is pretty good. 15% is not bad, but it's also not crazy either. And the only cooldown we have to worry about really is the rocket fist ability. So I'm going to hold off on it for now. What manner of boss fight is going to be then, game? This feels very important. This feels like this feels very reminiscent of the first game. The Grim Reaper of Milius. Never thought I'd run into you here. Are you a Grim Reaper? Oh, okay. Godric the Grafted has arrived. Oh! Oh, we're not using that here, are we? Whoa, music. Okay. What have we learned today, kids? I got an idea. It might not be a good idea, but I have an idea. That is like a spinning move that I don't want to be near when he does. I could probably like dodge it constantly, but I'd rather not do that. So instead, I could use the gun while he's doing that, and I could avoid the attack. This music. It's almost like the Guardian theme a little bit. Okay, I don't want to be on this side. Okay, it's 2 swings, and then he goes for an attack afterwards. Oh my god, the guitar is great in this track! Two, three. Okay, didn't do it. Okay, what manner of phase 2 are they going to be? Why isn't he doing it? Oh, the music's about to change. You can hear it changing. Oh my god, the music's so fucking good in this game. Oh. Why'd that do so much damage? We were wrecking his shit though. He's not that bad. The chain move is very easy to gauge, and he doesn't even do it all the time, so it's not that difficult to deal with. He's going to start with it. Get away. I think when I'm out of range, he doesn't do it. Oh, okay. He did it that time, though. Yeah, once I'm out of range, he doesn't do it anymore. Oh, God! Oh! If I stay near him during that, he might be forced to do it. Like here. Oh, he did it anyway. Okay, fuck you, buddy. Okay, here we go. Phase 3. Oh, the music's going crazy! Look at this fucking, oh my god! We're getting this soaring like strings now, what the fuck? Why? Who composes these games? Because it's fucking amazing! I love that the music is changing! And we're done. Oh, Laura! Nice job. That was an awesome fight. I failed. Alright. I feel like my main weapon is gonna betray me, but yes. Only one or two had made it back from the depths. All he found was the shackled beast. The fumes had reached the crystalline realm. Even resistant homunculi are going crazy. Is the crystalline realm what they call the upper stratum? Crazy. I'm more sober than ever, free from your brainwashing, damn humans! And a tuna, another of Miller's disposable pests. You think you're any different from a homunculus? No, we're the same, you and me. Help me put an end to this nightmare. Okay. Taking it to these Melia scum, not a bad deal. Okay, so he was tasked with dealing with them from the foster people, I guess. Show me what you got, Tuna. Makes sense why he doesn't like our main homunculus, considering they were part of Milius's whole scheme. This power, the Frost. So there's still hope. You called me the Grim Reaper of Milius. Why? Another mutant without his memories, huh? That you wouldn't remember if we met before. Despite not knowing who you are, you seem to know where we're going to go, though, I will say. You want to go to the upper stratum. I guess it gets to get answers as well, but not that they'd be good memories, not with the Melia scum involved. We'll need to keep this one on a short leash, since it's the only language he understands. Okay. Interesting. Considering he seems to know a lot more about you than you let on, and I don't want to listen to him. Don't answer to you. I pledge my allegiance to the Frosts. There's no need to fight. Whatever. Nothing left for me here to protect anyway. So, the last of the Frosts, huh? Let me help. I'll be your shield. So we are one of the Frosts then. Interesting. And then seems the people here were researching the priestesses and the blight. So it makes sense. Cooldown ability, tempered into a formidable weapon by experiments conducted by House Milius. This homunculus was abandoned by his former masters, often proven too difficult to control. He was subsequently tasked with exploring the lower depths of the land of fumes, from whence few ever emerged. But emerge he did, with the tuna in tow. So he found a tuna down there. Knowing the Shackled Beast's ability, Lilac will momentarily assume a defensive stance, during which enemy attacks are momentarily nullified and countered. Be warned, however, that timing is key, and the ability requires a period of cooldown before it may be used again. That's going to replace our punch ability, I think. Or the owl, because I don't use the owl that much, and it isn't that useful. Oh. The background here. The trees. Oh. Where the fuck am I going? There's another area? What a bizarre sight. The fume. Are we meant to be here? I feel like I've gone so far off the beaten path. I really like Yolvin's ability a lot. Like the whole reducing stagger gauge is a lot of fun. Okay, thank God. I'm genuinely happy. I'm genuinely happy that this is the dead end. Right. What? It teleported me down here and the mist disappeared. Oh, thank God it's a dead end. Thank God. Wait, no, it's not. What is this? No! No, it's not that end. No! I was so happy. So this area has like weird warp stuff going on in it. Oh, wait, hold on. There's no, okay, thank God, this is it. I love the music here too. It's a really good piano. Oh, no, 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 no. 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 Does it tell you where the warp gates go? Alright, so that heads up there. Now allow me into there, I assume. Okay, got it. I would like a save point around about now. Thank you. Words that can discern, a noble guardian casts 5 bolt of judgment upon those who defy the Azure Forest. The magic for the land of origin dwells in the Azure Forest. The beast, Vas, shall echo through the forest, reaching to its origin. Lilac or an enemy is hit by an electric attack. Why are we getting that here? May inflict the shock effect. During which their attack and defense will be effective for a period of time. Shock eventually wears off by itself and can also be prevented through the use of certain relics. Game, if I didn't find this hidden door, we wouldn't have found any of these areas. All I'm gonna say. That's some good echoey piano. Predetermined fate. The tethered steeple was the last bastion for homunculi with nowhere else to go. That was my story too. Failed experiment. The Milius left me to rot in the lower stratum. And the tuner from House Frost saved our butts. Got us set up in the steeple. Worked out for him too. Keep the Milius from taking over the place. Are you smoke? Oh my God! I just realised you got a smoke in your mouth. Milius scum. They keep cooking up homunculi, but I'm gonna put an end to that. We don't get to choose, you know. Our fates are set in stone from the moment we're born. It's a raw deal. I mean, they didn't make you look pretty, did they? I guess you've been wear and tear, like none of you have been, like, new. You've been around for so long. Was that a mean thing to say? I don't know if it was a mean thing to say. We're gonna replace Owl. I know that person wanted me to look after it, but no. Hattie chimes in. Past the Crimson Forest is a stronghold of House Frost. No idea what it's like now, though. Not since I shacked up in the tethered steeple. Ruff, ruff. What's wrong? Grrr. Seems there's something on his mind. Maybe the forest is where he was born. There. The puppy. That was a cute cutscene. I don't know why Yolvin was involved in it, but he was. He just wants to be included, man. There's nothing we can do here. I mean, I guess we'll go back here and explore this area. And that'll be the last thing we do this episode. Because, my lord. Oh, we can hear this beautiful bit of music. Is there anything else we can do right now? I mean, there's this whole... We couldn't explore that region. This was a dead end. There's this down here. I guess we should go do that next. Just to have like a different route next episode, I think. Like, let's finish exploring this place. That is crazy. This whole area. I don't think it's optional. There's too much here for it to be optional. Maybe it's like trending stuff, but I doubt it. This all feels very important. Also, I didn't change the gun. It's fine, we can use the gun for a bit. Jordan can continue being his Eddie Vincent self. Eddie Vincent! That's not what I meant to say, I meant to say Eggy Vincent. We'll try this here. Okay, I didn't do anything. Right, I need to reread that because I forgot what it did. Material counterattack of a chain. Okay, got it. So it's a parry. That being on circle might be fine. Let's find out. Come on, do it. Oh! It's good too. I'm not one for guarding video games, but I can get used to it. Like, I don't really ever use a shield in a Souls game. I like going in there with 2 claws and just wrecking shit. But that's not always the best plan, and it does lead me to getting screwed over a number of times. So that is worth noting. Oh, okay, go. Go. No, Lilac! Oh, she made it too! It's got a good time, though. You don't have to wait too long to do it, either. Oh, look how beautiful that is. entirely blue map. The areas are getting bigger. It feels, maybe they're not, but it does feel like they're getting bigger. Okay, go. Lilac. Yes. Good job, Lilac. You always impress me, man. Okay, there's a 4 there. Oh my god. Oh, hit them both! He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that brutality. Okay, that's it. Well, we're gonna head back to town. We're gonna do some crafting. And we're gonna call it there, I think. Lots of good stuff this episode. I really enjoyed exploring that area. It was like, I don't know if it was optional or not, but there was some good story there, and we're kind of getting more pieces of the puzzle in terms of how this connected to the first game as well. So, yeah, the bone bangle. Ooh, bone bangle. That's pretty good. It's probably one of those. Can only equip those at the save point, right? Had just enough to upgrade it too. Damn. So haven't got a counter piece yet, have we? Right, well, that'll be the end of this episode. Next time, we will continue and make our way down, down, down below this old city market and find out what's down there. If this is like a one-room thing, it'll be very funny, but we'll see. Right, ciao for now and goodbye.